Paris Fashion Week was a disaster. Oprah Winfrey went viral because people were worried about her well-being after she struggled to walk and appeared incredibly thin. Kate Moss was clearly on some drugs as she was tweaking throughout the entire fashion show. Chappell Roan was absolutely miserable and did not want to be there. And finally, some of the fashion shows revealed how evil the industry is as they push their demonic ritualistic symbolism down our throats. So let's get into it. Have you guys seen these viral clips of Oprah at Paris Fashion Week? Because she looks unrecognizable. If Gayle King wasn't there, Oprah's secret lover, I probably wouldn't even recognize her. This person writes, both of them are walking like they're in pain or something. Damn, all the rich people are abusing the hell out of Ozempic. Young on the face, but the walk is giving ancient. I'm dead. 72 is 72 no matter what you do, and that's right. Ozempic is making people look like they're dying. Another person says that everyone looks so tired and hungry. Oh, stop. I feel weight when you are older keeps you looking youthful. And that's true because, I mean, as your skin gets older, gravity sets in. And if you have a little extra plump, you can fill that out. Ozempic has a look. Our country is turning into the land of the walking dead. Where's your scooter? Somebody else says. So people are trolling Oprah right now. This headline says the Oprah and Kale effect. Is that, like, what does that mean? Oprah and Kale? That's their couple nickname? Why Oprah and Gail's viral walk sparked a debate on fame, friendship, and Ozempic. I actually feel bad for Oprah because all she ever wanted throughout her career is to be skinny. I mean, we've watched her go through the Weight Watchers and so many different moments where the media picked on her for having a little extra love, which isn't a problem. But now she finally got her skinny, and it just seems like it's, kind of anticlimactic because yeah, Oprah got her skinny moment, but she's also like struggling to get through life in these clips of her all throughout Paris Fashion Week.
Yes, look at me, like that. Boom. Yes. Mm-hmm.
As soon as I heard Paris Fashion Week was going down, I was keeping my eye out for Kate Moss because every time she's there, there's something that goes down. And I was actually scrolling on Instagram when I came across this clip of Kate Moss being followed by paparazzi, but she was joined with a friend. And there was a moment where this friend reached out to her, and you could see that Kate says that she doesn't like to be touched, that she doesn't want to be manhandled. And it's such an awkward moment because like her friend was trying to, reach out and be nice and just kind of like hold her arm. And I get it. If you don't want to be touched, you don't want to be touched. But then she goes on to like school her friend on why she doesn't like this. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip. But in this moment, you can see that her friend's hand kind of sticks out. You can also see there's a bodyguard there. So it's not really clear who she's referring to in this moment, but it seems so awkward.
Please don't touch me. I don't like it. I don't love you, man.
Okay, so maybe right there, we're going to restart this clip, but maybe right there, she's talking about the security guard, but her friend's hand is reaching out to her and she says it to her friend.
Please don't touch me. I don't like it. I don't love you, man. At all. No. You know when people go like, yeah. I'm like, no. We did it the other day. It was so funny. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, and he was like, don't like this. And I went, no, thank you. Hi guys, thank you. Bye guys, bye, thank you.
Do you guys think she was referring to the bodyguard or her friend? Because that was such an awkward moment. This person writes, mean girl vibes. It's definitely snowing. Snowing in Paris for sure. Would you guys know what that means? It means that they're doing the you know what. Did she think it was the guy? Another person asked. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, she thought the guy reached out to her, but it was actually her friend, that model named Frankie. And I feel like Frankie seemed awkward after it. She was like kind of holding on to herself. People bringing up the snow. This is the Kate Moss, bro. One thing she's going to do is ski. Nothing is new. We don't need to talk about it every time. Well, it's kind of sad because she did try to turn a new leaf for her child, for her daughter, and to be like, oh, well, her daughter's grown up, but still at the same time, she wants to be around for her kid. And at one point she wanted to get better, but I just think that Kate Moss is kind of a lost cause. The industry has taken over her life. Throwback to my Let's Get Into It podcast episode, Cocaine Kate. If you have not seen that, that is a great episode all about Kate Moss's struggles.
Go back, guys.
Okay, just look at me.
Go back, Kate. Kate. Kate, welcome. Kate, can I have a stop, please, for picture? Thank you. Kate,
Thank you so much.
All of the comments are clocking Kate, Snowing Queen, Kate Snow. Coca-Cola. This actually reminds me of Kristen Chenoweth's moment on Watch What Happens Live when she announced her 2025 New Year's resolution, and she said to the world, no more Coke, but she was talking about Coca-Cola.
My New Year's resolution is to not have any more Coke.
But back to Kate, because this person writes that Kate's far gone, and I don't like this. And honestly, I don't either. I don't like to see someone tweaking out on Coke like at Paris Fashion Week. It just seems unappealing, unattractive, you know? And she's such a beautiful woman. Bella Hadid has been going through a lot. She's been in and out of the hospital throughout the past year. You guys know the whole Hadid family, I believe, has Lyme's disease. I also think my dad and my sister have it as well. I don't think I have it. Actually, I should get tested again, but knock on wood, I do not want it. Anyways, Lyme's disease also could be code for something else in the celebrity world. And Bella Hadid was super busy this week in Paris. Now, there was a lot of conversation about Bella Hadid because there's a lot of celebrities who look incredibly thin right now. This person actually brought up her mother, Yolanda, and they write, Yolanda is happy as hell. That wave was too much. She was already fainting. Good thing it wasn't windy, and that has 143,000 likes on it. It's okay to eat. We need to eat. This is insane even for her. The fact that she almost fell when it started moving less than 1 mile per hour. Ariana is somewhere quaking right now. Let's normalize being strong and nourished instead of unfed. And oof, this is slightly alarming. And it does seem like there's a theme this week in Paris Fashion Week, and it is being incredibly thin. It does remind me of some of those moments of Yolanda on The Real Housewives when she was encouraging her daughters to eat so much less. This person says that Yolanda really effed her up. How do they still have hair? I'm dealing with hair loss 10 years later, and I'm genuinely so confused. Somebody says that it's probably mostly extensions. That theory that she doesn't actually have Lyme's disease and is faking it to cover an ED is starting to make more and more sense to me. Bella's always been extremely skinny, but this first pic is where I felt genuinely worried. This person writes, I felt the same. I usually scroll through these and I don't give them the time of day, but I was really set back on this one. So it's really like capturing people's attention, and not even in a nasty hater way. It's like, wait, I'm actually worried about her. We've talked about Eugenia Cooney before on my channel. She was actually the first guest I ever had on my podcast, and it's insane to see like the world, how they have treated her dealing with her situation, and how it's become kind of normalized with all these celebrities where it's like they aren't like much different than Eugenia Cooney. You know what I mean? It's just like now become so widely accepted. We've got Demi Moore, we've got Bella Hadid, even Oprah, like, girl, even Oprah. That's how you know this drug is crazy, and clearly it's addictive. But also, I'm not hating on people who are using. I know so many people who use it in my real life. There's probably a chance that a lot of these people are abusing it.
I'm not even trying to be rude, but to be honest, I don't aspire to have Bella Hadid's body. I just feel like it's so clear that the girl is suffering. She's too thin. I think we can all agree on that. As we age, we should not be these bag of bones, no boobs, no butt, nothing, unless you're genetically like that, which if you look back at old photos of Bella Hadid from, I think when she was like 15, 16, before she really became a model, she had those things. So ever since she became a model, she doesn't have those things. You know why? Because you know why. You know why.
Let's talk a little bit about the fashion. This is a Paris Fashion Week video. Let me know in the comments below if you like it. But I want to talk about this one show that a lot of fans reacted to, saying that it looks like they're straight out the Hunger Games. And it actually seems like it was the designer's point to go and make it seem like we were in the Hunger Games. Their name in French, the brand, is called Matériaux Fécals. I don't know if I said that right, which means fecal matters. I've actually been familiar with this brand for a very long time because there's so many creepy designs they come up with. There were a lot of people questioning online, what was the theme of this line, like this fashion line? Is it Hail Satan? Oh God, jump scare. Yeah, maybe it is. Ooh, I do not like those teeth. It kind of reminds me of Northwest with her black like teeth that she puts in. Here's another disturbing picture. This kind of reminds me of the Catwoman. We actually have a podcast episode about her as well. Her name is Jocelyn, but she had a lot of surgery and it all worked against her. Somebody else said, I didn't know Jim Carrey was going to be at Paris Fashion Week. Okay, well, Jim Carrey looks different, but don't do him like that.
How did the surgery go?
I believe in money, power, respect.
Hi, Dave.
we're backstage at the Mateo Ficao show, looking at the world. We wanted to kind of talk about power.
Trying to showcase the vulnerability of the 1% and understanding them a little bit more. We're not the elite world and, we don't have all the resources that they do. But when we're walking down on the street looking the way we do, we are part of the 1% because everybody else looks different than us and everybody else treats us differently also.
I think also talking about the power of community. Power doesn't only mean rich people and wealth. Shell Lamy is like our Parisian mother, and obviously she is a powerful woman, but she's somebody who uses her power for good.
And then we also had Brian Johnson. He's really part of the 1% and he has the ability to present ideas that I think makes people uncomfortable.
Now the comments are popping off. So how many people did y'all sacrifice? Hello from District 5. I rebuke this in Jesus' name. Performative, selling to the 1%. They're laughing in our faces. The girl speaking with the white face and the white dress keeps tipping backwards like she's going to faint. Evil. Literally a ritual, which kind of feels that way. I mean, when we hear some of the craziest conspiracies about Illuminati, there's a lot of rituals involved. It looks so scary. Oh my gosh, look at that picture. That's me. The show itself was titled The 1%. It was satirical and dystopian. It's supposed to be a critique of the world's wealthiest elite. As the models walked the runway, they had radical prosthetics mirroring botched cosmetic surgeries, along with a few creations that featured dollar bills and pearls as their central elements. And I'm just wondering, who they're making these clothes for. I feel like it's only for viral moments, because in what occasion would you wear something like this? I understand high fashion and couture, but this is something I truly cannot understand.
And this?
Couture.
Is it couture?
It's couture.
It doesn't look like couture.
It's couture, honey. Look at the tag. It's couture.
One person writes, coronavirus, hot couture. We're still having this conversation about couture. This is not meant to be worn in your everyday life because it's hot couture. Let fashion be a visual art. And we've actually seen some celebrities like Lady Gaga wear their designs in the past. They're also known for these really weird shoes that look like they are feet, but they do not have a heel.
Yes, it's a boot.
This is a boot, mama.
It's a boot. It's fashion. We have to be able to wear it.
That ain't prosthetic, girl.
Yeah, that's not a prosthetic.
Footwear.
No.
Speaking of Lady Gaga, this person writes, 2000s Lady Gaga would have ate this up. That's rubbing the wrong way after everything that's going on. Another person says that they're trying to desensitize y'all. I hate this planet more and more every day. They're telling us, OMG, which kind of reminds me of just the symbolism that we see in art. They're all kind of trying to desensitize us. So when it comes, we're ready. And even though this show was incredibly chaotic and had a layer of evil to it, there were some human moments, like when one of the models tripped and fell in the middle of the runway. This person writes, it looks like a gathering of demons. What the actual hell? Our world is imploding. Not one human in sight. I'm going to throw up in a trash bag with 3 holes and call it fashion. It would still be better than this. I'm convinced that these models are literally just demons. Well, they did have that dark witch walking in the show. We've talked about her before and her connection to the evil world and Rick Owens. Can't they design clothing that a normal person might want to wear? I've watched this multiple times and I'm not sure if I should be terrified or just laugh.
What is going on here? This is the Paris Fashion Week, and this looks absolutely demonic. This is some weird stuff. Again, this is some weird stuff, but maybe this is just what fashion is nowadays, huh? Right? Maybe that's all that this is. Or maybe there is something more going on here, hidden in plain sight. Almost like truth in plain sight.
Wait, this person in the comments is going off. Greetings, it's a very dark ritual. The lady with the pearl in her mouth is showing an ancient practice used for breathing apparatus, not the pearls, a device. The other with the black teeth, look up Japanese geisha. They have a practice of using special black ink on their teeth. The fake elites reptilians are using ancient cultural knowledge on some of their so-called weird fashion. This is not fashion. They're trying to create a style that resembles the devil. It appears disturbing and unsettling. To me, it feels like the sign of the end times, suggesting humanity may soon face the arrival of a great evil. Oh, please don't do this. Like, I want to plan like a nice trip to Hawaii. I can't think about the... Is it going to end? But switching gears, I want to talk a little bit about the Bezos couple because Lauren Sanchez was spotted in Paris Fashion Week. Actually, this is a good transition because if you want to talk about evil, we're talking about Jeff and Lauren. I don't think it gets much more evil than the richest people in the world. And Lauren Sanchez embarrassed herself as she was stumbling in Paris. The cameras caught everything. She was there, of course, with her husband, Jeff Bezos. And I guess the doorway had a little bit of a spot where her heel got stuck, which, happens to everyone. I actually feel like this was kind of a human moment for her. And with all these reptilian accusations in the comments, they probably need a few more of those. Okay, so they're exiting their big Escalade. They got their security. You can see she's all like feeling herself until, oops, there she goes. Somebody in the comments said that her aura went down 3,000. You almost cost him his wife, another person wrote. She needed a moment and she got it. No one noticed him not let his wife walk through the door first, which I'm not surprised that Jeff Bezos is not a gentleman. I may not be married to a billionaire, but I've never tripped a day in my life. Speaking of hot messes, Emily Ratajkowski made headlines this entire week, but for all the wrong reasons. Now, some people were trying to like bully her on her shirt because it's like a sweater that kind of wraps around and the sleeves, I guess, just cover your boobs. I actually think that this is kind of a cool shirt. I mean, it's obviously a little uncomfortable here. I feel like you really cannot lift your arm at any point, but I think it's interesting. Here's a video of her walking out. I feel like this could be something you could wear like on top of something else. I get the point is not to, but you know what? For people who work regular jobs, can you imagine walking into an office and just having that on? But the real problems came whenever she walked for Gucci because her walk was so bad that the people watching were convinced that she was drunk or something because clearly this is not a model. This person writes, me walking into the club after the bouncer let me cut the line of 3 people. Me walking to the bathroom after bottomless mimosas at brunch. She walks like an NPC from GTA. Me trying to walk home blacked out from the bars. Why does it look like the top half of her body and the bottom half of her body are doing 2 entirely different walks and they're both off tempo? We did see Chappell Roan and Paris Jackson together. There were some awkward moments with both of these women. At Mugler, Chappell Roan was there, and of course, so many people were there to go and greet her, but everyone was on their best behavior. They know better than to go and challenge Chappell. Take a look at this clip and pay attention to Chappell's face because she looks like she would rather be anywhere else in the world but here.
Give some space, please.
And Chappell, right here, straight ahead.
One here, thank you.
And Chappell, one more straight ahead, please. Gorgeous.
Come on.
And straight ahead, Chappell.
I don't understand why she signs herself up for things like this because she clearly does not want to be there. Girl, what is that memory foam that you are wearing? Another person says that she has them trained, which I agree. I think that every paparazzi in the world knows better than to go and ask for anything from her. Another person says nothing says feminism like wearing a ridiculous fashion ensemble that you can't walk in unassisted. Why is she so miserable? You should be thankful that you're allowed to these events, and yet she acts like it's an effing chore. There's actually one moment where a bunch of fans were singing her song Hot to Go, HOTGO, like to her. And usually this would be a moment where you'd be happy because people are singing your song to you. You made such an impact, but her face here looks like she wants to kill them all. Somebody in the comments said Chappell when she sees a fan, which this is too real. Dude, why is she always so mad I'm actually dead? It really does seem like she hates her job. Now, Paris Jackson had an even more awkward moment. So Paris has been coming out with like music. She's kind of following in her dad, Michael Jackson's footsteps. She's coming out with a song with Linda Perry titled Zombies in Love. And she was there at Paris Fashion Week. But what happened was that there were people there, of course, ready to take her photo, but the paparazzis there were like telling her, I love Michael, singing Michael Jackson's songs at her. It's almost like they're not even acknowledging that she's her own person, and they're like yelling things that they would yell to Michael Jackson to her, which just seems so uncomfortable. Really pay attention to what you're hearing in the background in this next clip.
How are you, Paris? Do you know I love the music? Beat it, beat it.
I love you, Michael.
Thank you, Paris. Jackson forever.
That is just so awkward. This person says, how did she keep a straight face? They said, I love you, Michael, to her. And help, they really said, beat it. Why do they always bring up Michael? I love him too, but Paris is her own person, and constantly bringing up her dead dad is gross. There was a moment where some of the models who were working in Paris Fashion Week were interviewed, and they were asked, like, what do you do when you're not modeling? And I feel like this clip should have been kind of like fun and quirky. You could hear what these people do on their free times because they're not working 9 to 5s like most people, but they just seem so tired and exhausting. It just seems so unappealing.
Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep.
I guess sleeping.
Sleeping and then sleeping, yeah.
I do a lot of shopping when I'm in Paris.
To make TikToks, smoke a little cigarette, you know, have fun.
We drink coffee, espresso, smoke a cigarette, and have fun.
Breathe, manifest, and let the universe do the job, baby.
I really like vintage shops. I recently bought a new pair of sunglasses, which I really obsessed with.
In my case, sleep, rest. After a long fashion week, the best thing that you can do is take a good sleep, beautiful, amazing sleep.
Go shopping and hang out with friends.
Shopping, obviously.
I think they'll be slaying around because Paris is literally a very beautiful city. Period.
Sleep. You won't be on anything.
We shop, obviously. A lot, secondhand.
So they're just smoking hella cigarettes. I guess that's like that was the skinny before the injections, right? So if you're just hungry, go and have a smoke. But I did see this post. It's from like a year ago, but this thread is talking about how Emma Chamberlain, who used to go to Paris Fashion Week, hasn't really been around. She used to have a partnership with Louis Vuitton. That's what got her invited, this person says. But now her contract is done and they're not inviting her. They're inviting the young, hot influencer TikToker girls. She said in a podcast the last couple years that she's been spending more time traveling and doing red carpets than being at home, which she loved doing, but she's starting to appreciate home more. I think we're entering a new Emma era. She said before, the whole thing feels over the top pretentious. So it seems like Emma Chamberlain wasn't a fan of Paris Fashion Week, but if you go and pay her enough, she will be there. And she was there this past week wearing some ill-fitting leather. It just looked very baggy on her. I was not a fan of it. Fan of her coffee. The Century City Mall has like the little coffee shop, but this look wasn't it.
No, we didn't even lube. We didn't even lube. It's like, that's how perfect this look is. It just like, it just glided on.
How do you feel wearing this latex masterpiece?
This? Okay, ignore the feathers coming off on it. Hey, ignore that. I love this look. The second I saw it, I knew. I was in the fitting. I saw this look and I was like, that's going to be the one. And it was. Like, even my hands are latexed up. It's like a full body situation. It fits like a glove.
Do they have to lube you from head to toe?
It's not perfect. It's loose and it's supposed to be tight. I would be so overstimulated by the gloves, the baggy leather, bro. Giving cheese. Ew, not the cheese. Hit that fit raw. What does that mean? And raw chicken, not the raw chicken. That kind of reminds me, like Chappell's was a little bit raw chicken sofa-y looking too. But that's all I have for you guys for Paris Fashion Week. There were a couple other moments. Like there was a moment, we'll put a little B-roll up on here, but like where Elon Musk's daughter, Wilson, Vivian Wilson, was there and she walked in a fashion show. There were a lot of people who were calling her out online saying that it was embarrassing and things like that. I just feel like there's a lot of trans haters out there when it comes, like, because they're Elon fans and they don't like that Vivian does not support her father. So she gets a lot of hate there.
Hi, Singapore. I'm Vivian Wilson, and we're at the Acne Studios show, which just wrapped. I loved it. I thought everyone did a good job. I thought all of the models killed it. Some of their walks were absolutely lethal. Oh, you want the full 360? You want the full 360? There's the full 360.
There were also some moments where like MGK was there and his daughter was with him. Her name is Cassie. But I guess at one point, these paparazzis need to go and have a training course because they were calling his daughter, I think his 16-year-old daughter, Megan Fox. Like they were confused. They thought MGK's daughter was Megan Fox. The two do not look alike and it's just so awkward.
Machine Gun Kelly. How was the show? Love you. Love your music.
MJ, can I have a pose here? Can I have one pose? Can I have a pose?
So yeah, I mean, the paparazzis can do a little bit better. I heard in Paris, I thought that they were more behaved, but after looking at this past fashion week, I kind of disagree. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below of this video. Did you enjoy it? Do you want me to talk about other fashion weeks coming up? I know we're going to be doing a Met Gala video in May, and those go crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.